All right. At Online Great Books, we take Bitcoin for 6 and 12-month subscriptions. You get a discount for using Bitcoin, and I think it's good for us to do, be good Bitcoin citizens. And since I've announced that, I've got a number of questions about how do you use Bitcoin? How do I get Bitcoin? And well, I'll tell you what I do and how I think you might do it. Bitcoin is something that seems like everybody has an opinion about, even if they've never used it and don't know a thing about it. Uh, but I'll tell you my take. The easiest thing to do is to buy your Bitcoin on Coinbase.com. It's not the fastest way to do it because setting up an account there is a pain, but it is the easiest way, I think. You can go there, set up an account. It's going to take a little while for them to send you those small verification transactions. They'll make a small deposit to your bank account, some weird number like 37 cents, and then you'll have to enter that in at Coinbase and set up two-factor authentication and stuff like that. It takes a while to do that, but once that's done, you can buy Bitcoin there just like you can, stocks at TD Ameritrade or something. Coinbase is a bank, essentially. If you have Bitcoin at Coinbase, you don't actually have the Bitcoin because you don't have the encryption keys. So I recommend that if you buy Bitcoin there, that you place it in your own wallet. I like the Armory wallet, which will take up a lot of resources. You end up duplicating the blockchain on your computer, which is pretty large. It takes a lot of storage. But I like the Armory wallet, and I also like the Electrum wallet. Electrum's a lot thinner, takes fewer computing resources, but you should create your own wallet and then send the coins from your Coinbase account to your own private wallet. Before you do that, make a paper backup of your wallet. You can print out a 2D barcode or the codes for the encryption key for your wallet and put that in your safe or in a safe place, and then you'll have that forever. But don't leave those coins at Coinbase. Additionally, Coinbase's fees are higher than I like, but I do use Coinbase. The next option, and I think it's actually probably the better one, is to buy your Bitcoins at Localbitcoins.com. They'll put you in touch with sellers who want to sell directly to you. So you'll end up doing private transactions between you and someone who owns Bitcoin. And that ends up being very clean and tidy. The fees end up being lower. And you actually get to see the buy and sell price, the bid and ask spreads there. And you can't see that on Coinbase. And then, of course, you'll have to receive those coins, not in a local Bitcoins account, but in your own private wallet. So no matter how you do this, I think you're going to end up with a wallet. All these wallets I've mentioned are free. You can also get the Bitcoin QT, the Bitcoin Core wallet, and use that. In fact, you can open up 3 wallets, one with each, Armory, Electrum, Bitcoin QT, whatever you want to try, and send some transactions back and forth to yourself to learn how to use a Bitcoin. No matter what you think of Bitcoin, I think that you should probably buy a little bit and transact with it to kind of figure out what the heck is this thing? How does it work? What are the steps involved? And use that experience to help form a better opinion about it. Not a correct opinion, but a more informed opinion, a better opinion in that respect. If you want to pay for your Online Great Books subscription with Bitcoin, email support@onlinegreatbooks.com. I will send you a Bitcoin invoice. You can just click on a link and then send the coin to us. The coin is we'll strike it at the market price at that time. It'll be at a discount to the cash rate that we charge right now, and I think it'll be to both our financial advantages to do it that way. if you're one of these people that says, oh, but the taxes, oh, but the fees, just oh, but yourself right on into stasis. And meanwhile, the rest of us will pay attention to the taxes and the unseen fees that are in the fiat currency that we just had. I think 30% of all the money that's ever been printed in the United States was created last year. So there are fees and expenses involved with that you cannot see because it's denominated in itself, right? So your fears about Bitcoin are probably well-founded, but you're probably ignoring all those same concerns when you deal in cash, the American dollar, that is. Well, if you have any questions, you can email me. Most of you know how to do that. You know, get in there and work with Bitcoin. It's not done. Bitcoin has crashed by 40-50%, a dozen times perhaps. I don't know. You can go look it up. It is highly volatile, but alpha, it continues to be on the way up with Bitcoin, and I believe that Bitcoin is either going to go to zero. It's going to lose all of its value. Got to light this pipe again. It's either going to go to zero, or the value is going to go so high that we quit valuing it in dollars because the dollar won't be relevant anymore. If that's true, and I think that's true because I can't imagine that it would just pick some middling value like $12,000 a coin and just languish there forever because of the network effects involved in currency usage and so on. I think it's either going to go to zero or become digital gold. If that's true, it would behoove you to buy as much as you could afford to lose because you may in fact lose it, or it may go stratospheric. It'll make all the difference to you, your future, and your children's future. Figure it out. Figure it out. Know that virtually everyone, I have grave concerns about Bitcoin, but continue to I'm not actually optimistic. I still, even though I have grave concerns, it's not optimism. I think I'm realistically positive about its future. People who are negative on Bitcoin, I think, again, ignore the costs that they cannot see within the dollar because they're baked in, and they also basically do not understand what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin isn't anything new. It is, in fact, a fiat currency, but it's a deterministic one where all the rules are known and they can never be changed. Don't tell me about forking. I know that, but the original Bitcoin nodes can't be changed. And because of that, it solves all the problems with fiat currency. If you're a modern monetary theorist and you want to tell me about how we need to print money for economic health, you and I will never come to an agreement. And save your electrons and don't email me about it. This is a fiat currency like we've always had, but it solves the problems that we've had with them in the past. I'm on board. It's going to be rough and rocky traveling, but I think I know actually, that we'll be born out on this, and it's going to revolutionize government because they're not going to be able to print money to oppress you. They're not going to be able to print money to build cruise missiles to kill brown people with, and will make us have a say in what government is like again. So there you have it. Go give it a try. Buy a few bucks worth of Bitcoin on Coinbase or localbitcoins.com and play with it. Learn something about it and form an informed opinion. Yeah? All right. Thank you, guys. I'm going to go finish this pipe.